Hello guys, you are welcome to my channel. My name is Mercy and today I'm going to show you how I made this delicious stew with white rice and beans. So let's get started. I have my 1 kg of cow stripes and I'm going to put it inside the pot where the cow leg is already cooking. Then I'll go ahead and slice my onions. After slicing it, I'll put it inside. Then I will spice it with other ingredients. So this is me putting the onion into the pot. Then I have my 2 big Scotch bonnet pepper. Then I'm adding salt. I didn't blend this pepper because I'm going to cook the meat in a low heat, and as it's cooking the whole pepper will get soft and I'll crush it with spoon. So I've added my seasoning cube, ginger powder, garlic powder, and I'm going to put some fresh herb. I'm using rosemary for this. In the description box below, you will see all the measurement of the ingredients I use for this recipe. So I'll cut the rosemary, pluck them out, then slice them into small pieces. Growing up, I felt that rosemary is only good for chicken and basically poultry. Actually, rosemary is good for poultry, but when you add it to beef or to any part of cow meat, it really do taste very good. So if you have not tried it, maybe you should give it a try. You might enjoy it. So I'm cutting the rosemary now. I'm just going to roughly chop it so that it won't be too long inside the pot. So after cutting it, I'll go ahead and add it into the meat. Then I cover the meat, cook it for like 20-25 minutes. I didn't use water in it, but while the meat is cooking, usually bring out some water. But I don't want all my spices to be concentrated at the top, so I love to turn everything. I say to make sure that all the salt, the garlic, ginger, pepper, everything goes around the meat, so that at the end of the day all of them will get an equal portion of the spices, and it will help the meat to taste better after cooking. So I cover it again and let it cook until soft. I cook this for about 1 hour. So it depends on the meat you're using, how old the cow you're using is. So I wouldn't say this is the exact time you should cook yours or how soft you want it. This is my meat now. They are very ready. I've put them in a bowl. I'll go ahead to start frying this too. At this point, it's so delicious. You can even eat rice with it like that. It's like pepper soup. So I've added my vegetable oil into the dry pot, then added my onion. So I'm going ahead now to add my bay leaf inside. I just want to add only bay leaf. If you like, you can add your other spices and fry it, but right now I do not want to fry my other spices apart from the bay leaf. So after sauteing my onion for a few minutes with the bay leaf, I'll go ahead and add my tomato paste first. So I'll fry it for like 7 to 10 minutes until it's dry a bit. Then after that, I'll go and open my chopped tomato. I have this chopped tomato that is in a tomato paste juice. It also contains some spices, which is very good for the stew I'm making. It has some green pepper inside. It has some chili inside. I think it has some other herbs inside. So it's not just only tomato. By the time I mix it with the spices I'm using, it's going to make the stew taste more delicious. So the tomato paste has finished drying, and I'm going ahead now to add all the chopped tomatoes inside the pot. So after adding them, I will turn it and I will let it fry for a while. I'll just be checking it to check the taste. All I'm trying to achieve is to make sure that sour taste is no longer coming out from the tomato. Once I've achieved that, then I'll add the meat. So I've gotten to this point now where I added some salt to it. I'm not going to heavily spice the tomato because the meat contain a lot of spices, and like I said, the tomato on its own contain a lot of spices. Now I've checked my tomato, it has really cooked. There is no tart, no sour taste coming from it. I'm going ahead to put my meat inside, and I'm still going to cook it again for like 15 minutes. After all the meat has gone inside the pot, I'll stir it so that the pepper, the spices, all the ingredients in the meat and the meat stock will all leak into the stew, and I will allow it to cook for like 15 minutes and everything will blend together. So after mixing it, I tasted it and I feel I can adjust the spices, so I'm going ahead to add just a little bit of thyme and white pepper into the stew. At this point, you can add any other spice you need or you want. I'm also adding salt to it. So right now I mixed everything, then I cover it to boil. The aroma is now all over the place. The stew is very, very ready now. The tomato sauce has been soaked by the meat, and all the juice from the tomato, from the meat, the stock, everything has married together, and this stew is just like buka stew. You know how those street stew taste. So, and you know, when you're eating street stew, most times it goes well with some beans, some maybe spaghetti or fried plantain. But today I'm going to do this to justice with some white rice and boiled beans. Wow, this is better tasted than to be told. Like, this too is just perfect for this rice and beans. So I'm dishing all of them out now, then I'm going to enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching up to this time. Please, if you enjoyed the video, kindly share, subscribe, and I will see you again next time.